Hello there, Libra. It is time for your new moon tarot reading. Our new moon is the 23rd. I don't know. My app says the 22nd, which is today as of recording this. But everything else I'm seeing says it's tomorrow, the 23rd. So it might just depend. It might be like in the middle of the night, and it'll depend on where you're at. I don't know what time it's at. But anyways, welcome to your new moon reading. All right, so we're talking about the new moon, which is setting intentions. It's the beginning of a cycle. This is where we are putting things into motion, saying goodbye to the last cycle, and that sort of thing. So it's not only the beginning of a cycle, it's also the end of the last cycle. So think about it that way. That could come up too. All right, so if you're new to the channel, my name is Melissa, and I do Zodiac Tarot readings, witchy unboxing videos, Metaphysical Monday videos, where we talk about, you know, some type of metaphysical topic like crystals. Crystals and sigils are my thing, but I also talk about a lot of other stuff in there. And it's not every Monday. It's when something strikes, because I am Manifested Muse. I'm not here to teach you anything. I am here simply to maybe bring you something that will help spark something in you on your journey that maybe you're like, oh, I need to look into that. If you hear that noise, I have 3 little palm trees and it's windy outside and they're scraping my window. Nothing I can do about that. I hope that that's not bothersome. All right, let's get into it. What do we need to know about the new moon for Libras? And whoever's watching this for Libra. All right. That one we are taking, because it went right where I wanted it to go. We have the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. I feel like they're, okay, like if I were to just go general and say the conflict at work, and you're, you know, either not speaking your truth, or you're some kind of verbal conflict having to do with work, this would like immediately comes to mind. But as far as new beginnings, new cycles, I feel like this is kind of more about you speaking your truth, like putting your nose to the grindstone and not caring what's going on around you, being authentic to yourself and doing what you know you need to do. Queen of Swords isn't just about verbal communication, it's also about mental clarity as well. So being clear and concise on what you want to do and then working toward it. There, you know, but with this energy in here, this 5s are conflict. This is conflicting interests, conflicting passions. This could just be internal for you, especially with this Queen right here. The 8 of Pentacles, this is what it looks like. The 8 of Pentacles, he's like nose to the grindstone. We're cranking it out, right? So this could just be an inner conflict for you as to what project you want to work on. You have conflicting interests here. Fire energy being something passionate. I was trying to combine passionate and manifesting, which doesn't matter. Doesn't go. Words hard. I feel like that could be your passions. You have different fires, maybe fires that you're putting out or fires that are burning that you want to stoke. Either way, because I feel like you're working hard at it. So now, general could just be work conflict, verbal work conflicts that you just need to kind of put aside and focus. But relating it more to the new moon, I feel like this is more about your internal conflict. This is you wanting to work hard on something you have a you need, or you are seeking clarity on which one of the things that you want to really dig into. So I feel like there may be multiple interests here and you're having trouble kind of deciding, and that could be where that conflict energy is going. So I feel like for the new moon going forward, this is about you kind of not necessarily making a choice, because those all of them can happen. It's more about which one do I want to focus on? What do I want to focus on? So let's get some more cards for Libra regarding the new moon. Back in there. I don't like to take jumpers unless it's like blaringly obvious that it flips over in the deck and it's straight in my face. I'll take that. If it falls down face up in the spread, I'll take that. Other than that, though. All right, what else does Libra need to know about this new moon? Another 5. Okay, but okay. Interesting. Because these 2 5s came out, one on top of the other here. We have the 5 and the 5. We have the 5 of Wands conflict, 5 of Pentacles being kind of, you know, the word shunned, but feeling out of the loop, feeling disconnected. There's literal physical injury here, seeking comfort or not, you know, like trying to seek comfort. Anyways, we also have the 3 of Cups and the 8 of Wands, which are both good energy to me, especially when they come after something that seems so hard to deal with. We have celebration and manifestation for me as a reader. So I feel like there is that conflict. There is something battling, whether it's within you or outside of you. I feel like it's more within. But I see that kind of coming through. I'm really getting the message that it's that you need to not just focus on the positive. That seems very cliche, but I feel like it's a little bit more of, you know, finding the positives in these negative situations or things that you perceive to be negative. Because a lot of times a negative issue or a negative interaction can lead to learning a lesson, like a conflict resolution type of situation. I feel like that's where this is headed. I feel like it's more about finding the positives, finding something to celebrate, okay? Because the 3 of Cups is celebration, you know, unity, group coming together. Coming right after this, I feel like is like you need to find... Because if you put the number of people together, interestingly enough, we have 3 here and we have 2 here on this card that is a 5. But if you add that, there are 5 people. So it's like a joining of efforts in order to find something positive within a negative situation. Like I said, there's a lot of times you're not going to learn a lesson without some type of hiccup along the way, right? So I feel like it's more about a good intention at this time for you is to not necessarily to focus on the positive, but to find positives within negatives. I'm like getting yin yang visuals, like the yin and yang, like there's darkness within the light, there's also light within the dark. And that's what creates the whole. And it's if you're not finding solutions or positive things or outcomes or things that you could learn from a negative experience, then what's the point of going through a shitty experience? So like that's like the point of drama and trauma and conflict is to learn. The point of conflict is to learn conflict resolution. The point of trauma is to learn how to heal. So there is always something that you can find that is positive. And I feel like that's the message. All right, so let's set an intention for this new moon. We're trying to keep these to 10-minute tarot readings just for your convenience. And it saves me time as well. But I know I don't particularly care for watching 30-minute videos where they just kind of repeat themselves and use the entire deck. Just my preference, and I feel like I can't be the only one. I never have an original thought, so it's got to apply to more than one person, right? All right. Let me know in the comments if you appreciate that, or if you think I should go longer. I dropped one. Oh, I dropped 2. Go back in there. All right. Let's set an intention with Libra. What intentions can we set for Libra for the new moon? Star and another 5. Okay. I just want to point out the 5s. Now we have had 3 5s. 3 is the magic number. 5s, again, conflict. But also, when we get the 3, then I go to the numerology kind of meaning of 5s, which is change. A shift is going on. There is something that is occurring that is different or will be different. So when I get the 3 5 cards in here, that's what that's telling me, is there's definitely some changes going on. In the last one being the swords, I'm thinking it's more like with your intellectual the way you communicate, the way you think about things, relating that back to the finding a positive in a negative. I feel like the star energy also brings that forward. So the star has come out for a lot of the readings. We're getting a common theme, and this always happens when I sit down and do all the readings. I did the first 6 yesterday. I'm doing the second half today, and the common cards that came out were the star, the 5 of swords. We also had the tower show up a few times. So again, change. So I feel like a good intention for you for this cycle, if you want to set some intentions or do some kind of working, I feel like it's more about embracing the shitty stuff, the negative stuff that you have to go through in order to find your, your realizations here, your manifestations, things that come forward to you. I feel like it's about embracing change in a positive way, finding the positive aspects, because the star represents hope here, okay? In one word. So I feel like that is a good intention here. We are past our 10 minutes. And that's how I'd like to wrap it up, with the intention of really just embracing change and finding positive aspects and everything. So that is what I have for you. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification dealio, because I'm hearing YouTube is making changes and they started taking subscribers off if they haven't clicked the bell. I don't know how true that is, but hey, if you want to get notified for the next set of videos or the next witchy unboxing, I will have those out soon. Make sure you click those buttons. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonated for you. Always remember that the magic you seek is within you. Have a blessed day.